Severn is very proud of its Summer PD program. The Summer PD program, as you see it today, is the result of a lot of hard work, reflection, and collaboration. I think it's worthwhile to talk about the journey and understand where Severn has been, the process that we use to get where we are and where we are going in the future. So where we started. In 2009-2010, Severn did have a summer program. The main goal was really to help faculty learn the technology that was available, both understand the hardware that they had access to, the software. If you recall, that is also the time where more email was being used, etc. So the summer was really devoted to a time to help professionalize faculty in the area of technology. At about that same time, 2009-2010, there was the beginning of a shift in roles of libraries and tech departments. And at Severn, there was also at that time the emerging use of our Learning Resource Center. And in 2010, a pioneer group consisting of Julia Maxey, who was our tech instructor, Mary Coots, the director of libraries, and Margaret Foster, who's a learning specialist and also a coach out of Harvard Project Zero's program, and myself, Lise Charlier, we got together and started to design what we thought was a program that would be very meaningful to faculty based on Severn's mission and best practices both for teaching and learning. So let me take you to Severn's mission statement that you all know. There's a particular section in there that says we believe that all the things that we think are great for students is best realized in a community where adults model these qualities. So a lot of what we have done in the Summer PD is to model, have adults model what we wish our students to become and to do. So we want to model learning. We ask our students to learn, to remain open-minded, and we would like to do so as well. And I'll come back to that in a bit. Where are we going? Well, after our group got together, the four of us started to teach summer classes that really brought in multiple areas of interest, different parts of the curriculum, very creative ways of looking at teaching, at developing curriculum, coursework, etc. And that was the first 2 years. We also decided at the beginning that we would model the behavior that we wanted to see in teachers by also getting feedback and being very open to feedback. And this is where you, Severn faculty, come in. Is with very good feedback, we were able to modify what we offered and reach the point where we are today. Our program depends on faculty input. We use about 2/3 of the courses that are offered come from ideas that are provided by faculty. And the other third is provided by the PD team when we're looking at where we want to be and also practice problems that have been brought to us during the school year. And we realize that by offering some courses in the summer in those areas or reflection time on that, that will improve the teaching practices and thus the learning of students. We actually developed a mission statement for Severn's professional development. You can see it here. We'll refer back again to the modeling of the qualities that we want to see in our students. But we also added from our experience and from what research shows that when adults learn in collaborative situations where professional growth is valued, you get really incredible outcomes. And there are a couple strands that are important to successful professional development, and they're listed here in white. We definitely use research-based data on what is effective. We bring in best practices and emphasize different ones, different years. We try to have all of this reflected in the school culture, that we are a learning school. We love innovation. We want to encourage that in our students, and we also do that in the summer PD. The idea of relevance, the real life application, is key, and we'll get back to that also in a second. And the idea of self-reflection. The summer is a great time to do that. We've also recently added the last two items that you see there, that the best professional development is collaborative. We really try in the summer to have some time where you're learning something new, you have time to reflect, but also to interact with your peers. And year after year, we really get great feedback on that piece. And the idea of customized, that ties in also to real life application. We know for us as adults that when we can come and work on things that we will need in the classroom, we know our students, we have a target in mind, we're much more keen to participate and engage in that professional development workshop. It has been customized for us, for our needs. It has real life applications, what we will be using in the classroom for ourselves as teachers, for our students. So all of those elements that are good for our summer PD actually translate in the brick and mortar classroom. The goal is that you will come out of this Summer Institute energized, new ideas, new skills, new sharing, and that will then have you that will also increase your desire to keep coming and to remain a learner, which also means that you will be nimble for change as it comes to us, and we see that change is upon us constantly, it seems. And finally, we continue to use for our inspiration some guiding concepts here at Severn, those that we mentioned in the philosophy that we built, and also our strategic plan. So you have here some of the strands in case you're not familiar with them, and a combination of these two are the result of the programs that we have here at Severn. Thank you for engaging in Severn's professional development, and we are happy that you are part of our story, and hope that if this year you were an attendee and not a teacher of one of the courses, that someday you will be, and we look forward to that.